It is Wednesday, my dudes, and time for an old man yapping. I'm going to get into it a bit on this one because everybody keeps saying, what is the game plan with generative AI? Or, as I call it, the garbage farting computer machine. What is the game plan? How do they, OpenAI, they're burning through all of this money. What are they going to do? Oh, they're spending all of this money and there's no profit coming in. What's going on? It's all just investment. I'm going to explain what the plan probably is. I don't have any inside information. I can't see the future. I just have the psychic powers of understanding economics. Because here's what's going to happen. Nobody's going to have a decent education. And nobody's going to have any real experience. They're not going to know how to do anything. They're going to be complete fucking idiots. And they're going to have to choose between a job flipping burgers or a job scrubbing toilets. And there's nothing wrong with either of those things, but they're going to take one of those jobs and they're not going to make a lot of money. And they're going to come home at the end of the day and say, oh, if only I were a famous YouTuber. And they're going to get on YouTube and they're going to talk their stupid little bullshit to their stupid little fans. Just like what I'm doing right now. And they're going to go, one of these days I will be able to quit my day job. And then they will have an idea. And they will go off to the garbage farting computer machine and they will go, I would like to see a movie about this stupid bullshit I made up. And they will pay $4 or however much. They'll give $4 to the garbage farting computer machine and it'll go, here's your movie. And they'll take that movie and they'll go, now I need some way to put this in front of people. And the distribution platform will come walking up and go, hey, hi there. Got a movie there? Well, we got a distribution platform, and if you put your movie on our platform, every time someone watches it, we'll give you a nickel. Give you a nice shiny nickel every time somebody watches it. Well, that's a pretty good deal. I only spent $4 on this thing. If 80 people watch my movie, I'll break even. Okay? All right, here you go. Here's my movie that you can put on your distribution platform. Okay, now all you got to do is get on your dumbass YouTube channel and get people to sign up for a 30-day free trial. There's no obligation. And you do that, and you get on your stupid little YouTube channel and you tell your 397 subscribers, hey, go watch my stupid fucking movie. And like 100 of them will go over and sign up for a free trial on the subscription platform, and they'll watch your movie. And you get $5. You get $5. And you go, whoa, I only spent $4 and I got $5. That's a 25% profit margin. That's sustainable. If I could make a 25% profit on every movie I made, then I could just make a whole bunch of movies. And it's like, right now I made one movie, I made $1 a month. So if I make 5,000 movies, then I'll make $5,000 a month. And you'll think this is a good idea. Meanwhile, the distribution platform just kind of sits there and waits. And at the end of the month, all of your 100 stupid little friends forgot to cancel their membership. And they got to pay $10 for their monthly membership. And the distribution platform collects $1,000. Now you paid $4 to the garbage farting computer machine, and you turned around and you handed your movie to the distribution platform, and they made $1,000, and you made $5. and you get $1 in profit. You're going to sit there and go, that's a pretty good return on investment, because you're stupid. Meanwhile, a lot of people are going to be looking at the AI company. They're going to be looking at the garbage farting computer machine going, it costs way more than $4 to run that thing. It was like $120 to build that movie. Why did they sell it for $4? And meanwhile, the distribution platform is looking at the people who make the garbage farting computer machine and going, we believe in what you're doing. Here's $250. The people who make the garbage farting computer machine have now made a profit because of the investment that came in from the distribution platform. And the distribution platform has only contributed about a quarter of the money that came in from the subscriptions based on your shit that you got out of the garbage farting computer machine. You spent $4. The garbage farting computer machine spent $120. And now they got $130 more in profit. That's $134 profit total for them. And over here you got the distribution platform. They made $745 in subscriptions. And what did you get? You got $5. You got $5. And you think you did something. This is the business model. You're going to buy something that's worth way more than you're paying for it. But the thing you buy is going to be completely fucking worthless unless you hand it over to somebody else that's going to make a buttload more money from it. And they're going to take some of that money and they're going to throw it at the people that are selling it to you at a loss. And that ecosystem already exists in a whole lot of ways. Do you ever go and buy a coaching program from somebody and they say, hey, here's my $500 coaching program that will teach you how to set up your website? You go, all right, awesome. And it goes, the way you want to set up your website is go get an account on Squarespace. Okay. And now if you go and set up your account on Squarespace, and Squarespace has an affiliate program. So when you set up your account on Squarespace, the guy you bought the coaching program from, he gets a kickback. Circles around. And the whole promise there is, because you spent the $500 on this coaching program and now you've joined Squarespace, well, now you're going to start your own business, right? You're going to put together your website and you're going to have your business and you're going to sell your product and you're going to make your money, right? Mostly no. Mostly no, you're not going to do that. Because what you really want to do is you want to believe that you're going to hit the lottery. But you can't actually play the lottery, because if you play, you're going to lose. So you're not gonna. You'll buy that $500 coaching program, and then you'll buy the account over on Squarespace. And after a while, you'll go, that was really not the right program for me. I'm going to go buy a different coaching program from a different coach. And you'll do it all again. You'll spend your entire life getting ready to get ready. The tiny few of you who actually do start a business, who actually do put something together and get it out there, you're not going to make a lot of money. You're not going to be successful. It's not going to let you quit your day job. It's just not going to work. But nobody's going to care. Every year, 2 million businesses are started in the United States. And in 5 years, none of them will still be in business. On the average. 97% of businesses started in the United States simply fail. They never go anywhere. They never get anywhere. And the people who started them just completely fucking give up. So when you put that together, it's like out of those 2 million businesses in 5 years, only 60,000 of them are still going to be in business. That's it. Because the rest of them are going to fall over and die. They're going to go bankrupt. They're just going to stop operating. Some of them will limp along for a while. Some of them will become profitable, but mostly they will shut down, and the people who started them will go out and get day jobs, just like they used to have. That is just the nature of things, because most people are not successful in their ventures, simply because most ventures fail. What you have to do is you have to make venture after venture after venture until something succeeds. And if you stick with a venture long enough, sooner or later, it stops working. You got to migrate. You got to change. You got to move with the industry. You got to move with the times. But that business model, that whole model around, we're going to promise you that you can make $5 by investing $4. That's like getting free money. Well, who doesn't want free money? So you'll keep buying the free money, and they'll keep handing out the free money, and they'll keep collecting way more money than they're handing out. And the people that you're buying the free money from, well, they're going to get the money back from a different source. It's all just going to happen in that little circle, in that cycle. And this is the same thing that happens over and over again in industry after industry. It is one thing after another after another. Cryptocurrency is the same way. As long as you've got businesses that only take cryptocurrency, like, I don't know, selling drugs, then people are always going to have to buy cryptocurrency. And because people are always going to have to buy it, you will always be able to sell it. As long as people want to buy drugs and they have to buy it with cryptocurrency, you'll always have somebody to buy your cryptocurrency in small amounts. And you can collect your share of the global drug trade just by being a crypto trader. And you don't actually have to touch the drugs. You don't have to be involved with the drugs. You don't have to be part of that at all. The people doing the drug peddling, they're off on their own little planet doing their own thing. And all you're doing is sitting there taking part in it by buying and selling the crypto. You don't know whether anybody's buying drugs with the money. You don't have anything to do with that. You're not involved in that. It's none of your concern. But it goes around like that over and over and over again. And when you need to buy more cryptocurrency because you've sold too much of your cryptocurrency, you're going to have to buy it from somebody, and you have to buy it from the people who have been getting it. And the people who have been getting it, well, they've been selling drugs. Of course, you don't know that. It's anonymous. You don't know they sell drugs. You didn't ask where they got the cryptocurrency. You just need to buy some. You just convert their cryptocurrency into real world money so they can actually use it. Helps them keep the drugs out of the economy. We have situations like this over and over again. It's just these little iron triangles that work by somebody appearing to get ripped off. And you go, oh, well, I'm ripping this person off. I'm going to rip this person off. And now that I've ripped that person off, well, I'll go and do business with this person. And when this person rips you off, well, you were ripping that guy off. So, serves you right. I mean, there's a certain symmetry there. It's fair for you to get ripped off after you ripped somebody else off. But then they're colluding with that initial person that you ripped off. So the person you ripped off actually doesn't get ripped off. They're working as a team with the other half of a con man operation. That's the plan. The plan is for these distribution companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Netflix, Disney. The plan is for all of these distribution platforms to profit massively from the garbage farting computer machine's content that it generates. And meanwhile, you're going to tell the garbage farting computer machine what content to generate. And they'll give you a discount. They'll give you a discount on generating this bullshit so the distribution platforms can make a buttload of money and turn around and hand it to the people who make the garbage farting computer machine. It's a team effort. It's like a Manzai comedy troupe. Okay, you got the straight man and the clown. You got the person you're ripping off over here, and then you turn around and you do business with the straight man. The straight man's in on it with them. That's the model. That's how it works. And the reason they're not saying it out loud is, as soon as they say out loud that the distribution platforms are colluding with the AI companies, then it becomes an antitrust issue. It becomes a consumer protection problem. But if they all just know that's how it works, and they don't say it out loud, and they don't make the plans openly, then they have plausible deniability, and they can continue to do it, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's even before we get into the question of the distribution platforms are going to have this massive quantity of AI-generated horse shit, and they can look at it and go, well, what's really popular? And they can run statistics that you can't even begin to think about. And they can figure out what's going to be really popular, and then they can make it themselves before you do. They get the inside track. They get to make the thing that hits it big and becomes viral, and you don't. They get the big windfall. The occasional loser gets one, but honestly, I mean, you're not going to get 5 million people a year to watch your stupid fucking AI-generated videos. And that's what you're going to need to get $250,000 annually. And that $250,000, 80% of it goes back to the AI company so that you can make all of your bullshit movies. And that leaves you with your $50,000 a year. That leaves you with your nickel views. That's the business plan. That's what they're trying to do to you. That's what they're trying to make this economy into. And there are more than enough stupid people for it to work. All you can do is just refuse to be one of them. Don't use this crap. Don't use the garbage farting computer machine. It sucks. It doesn't do anything worthwhile. What nobody understands about ideas is ideas are fucking cheap. And most ideas are terrible. They're just fucking terrible ideas. And you figure that out because of the intense scrutiny you have to put into that idea to make it happen. When you have to sit down and work on that idea for months or years to make it into something that's actually tangible, that you can show to people, when you've got to do that, you find the bad ideas fairly quickly. If you generate the finished idea in 5 minutes, you have no idea how much your idea sucks. You don't know. You haven't looked at it long enough. You haven't thought about it long enough. So you don't know that your idea is a piece of shit. You don't know that you won't get your 100 viewers and you won't get your $5. You don't know that, and the reason you don't know that is because you haven't looked at the idea long enough. I had a painting I was doing. I had this great idea. I'm going to paint a street corner in New Orleans, and there will be this creepy woman standing on the street corner, looking menacing. Well, the problem is, a creepy woman standing on a New Orleans street corner is just a hooker. This idea sucks. It's a terrible fucking idea. It's not a good painting. It's not gonna have the effect that I want it to have. So yeah, that was a terrible idea. And I was 20 or 30 hours into painting that before I realized this is just a hooker. She's just a hooker. It's not an interesting picture at all. You have to put the work in. You have to put the time in. If you don't put the time in, you're not going to be able to see when your idea is terrible. And if you put months into the work and you go, oh, wait a minute, this work is awful, you could throw it away before anybody sees it. And then you could start working on what is hopefully a better idea. Maybe you can fix the idea. Maybe you can improve the idea. If it takes you 5 minutes to produce the idea, you don't know how terrible it is. You can't know how terrible it is. You can't have an accurate understanding of the idea's quality. You just can't. Plus, if you don't know how to make a good movie, you don't know whether the garbage farting computer machine has produced a good movie. You may know it's produced a movie, but you don't know whether it's produced a good one because you don't know what a good one looks like. And that's going to get worse over time. More and more shit is just not going to be good. And people are not going to be watching good movies. They're not going to be seeing good movies. They're not going to know what a good movie looks like because they've never watched one. They've watched thousands of movies, but they all came out of the garbage farting computer machine. None of them were good. This isn't going to do good things to the taste of the American public, to the taste of the global public. It's not going to do good things to any industry. The only thing it's going to do is it's going to transfer money from people who don't have a lot to people who do have a lot. And when you come down to it, that's really all those people care about. It's how to transfer your money to them. Don't use this shit. It's a trap. It's designed to trick you into transferring your money to them with the promise of transferring their money to you. It's not worth it. They already know it's not worth it. And they're trying to convince you that it is worth it because that's where they make their money. Anyway, do a little YouTube dance, like, comment, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. And, okay, bye.